We were talking about our generations and the generations of our families in the past. And when we look back, they've all used the Flying Doctor service at some stage, and it's always been a lifeline.
I'm Rick Taylor. We live at Glenhope Station, just outside of White Cliffs.
And I'm Robin. I live on Glenhope, yes.
Rick Jr., Ricky to Mum and Dad.
The family's lived in the Western Division for 4 generations at least.
Living out here can be difficult for a lot of people. The Flying Doctor service and the clinic days offers something that's really good for people to be able to go and do that.
Not just that we have clinics and the aircraft to come if or when needed, but we can phone the doctor any time of the day or the night. There's always that doctor on duty. And then, of course, when Rick had his accident at Christmas time, it was a dry time of the year and they were watering the stock, and it was, you know, a full-time job practically to keep up water to a great mob of sheep. So when Rick went out on the motorbike late at night, he said, "No, I won't be long." Like most men out here, they don't just do one job when they go out, they do 1 or 2. And I actually went to bed. And I don't know why, but I woke up and I looked at the clock and it was 3 o'clock and Rick hadn't come home. So instinctively I thought, well, something's wrong. I went out and had a little look and I could see where a kangaroo had been hit, but I didn't want to acknowledge that that was an accident area. So I thought, well, best come get Rick and he go out with me.
Robin and Ricky had already called the local clinic, the hospital and the Royal Flying Doctor service, but had drawn a blank. It was going to be a long, anxious night, waiting and worrying, imagining the worst. Meanwhile, back on base, the on-call team were waiting also for that call to come in that we could act upon. It seemed to take forever.
Meanwhile, it was getting light enough for Rick to go in the gyro. So he came back and took the gyro up to search around. It had been 40, 42, 46, I suppose. And we thought if Rick was ill and unconscious somewhere, that would make it more difficult to find him. And probably he would be the worse for wear.
I don't remember recovering and starting to buy. The only thing I remember is riding down the road.
And then I think it was around about 10:30, the neighbour, Annie from Whipstick, called in and said that Rick he'd rode in on his bike and asked for water. So it seemed a long time, a lot longer than that when you're looking for someone and you have no idea where they are or how they are.
It was a great relief to finally talk to Rick in person on the phone. He was clearly still disorientated from concussion, which would have accounted for the lost time. The Flying Doctor service evacuated him to Broken Hill. He was very lucky to have escaped major injury.
It's much easier to live out here in an isolated area, an area that we love, and we probably couldn't live out here if we didn't have the Flying Doctor service, not with little children or ongoing health problems, which some people have, and those accidents that happen that you don't plan for. I just want to take this small opportunity to thank all those people that donate and support the Flying Doctor service. Thank you very much from all of us that live in the bush. It's a great service and we do appreciate it.